Okay. I am ready, I think.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
My name is Sam. I'm with Home Oxygen Company. We're your D&E provider, and this is Saravian and Alfred Robles. They're both our logistics supervisors. We're going to do an in-service today. I was requested that we do our feeding pump, our oral suction device, and Purewick as well. Okay, and I know we have a couple of other in-services coming up later on in August and in September as well. So they're going to go through the presentation on how we dispense and set up and provide the education and or any maintenance on the devices. But if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, okay?
Well, thank you, Sam. Appreciate it. So I think we're just gonna start from this side and move our way that way. First item is a Joey pump. It's made by Covidian. So it's considered a form of enteral feeding. So as you notice, there's a IV pole right here. There's a bag for your formula, whatever kind of nutrition you're going to give them. And then there is the machine itself. And there is a AC DC power adapter here that goes to a standard 110 outlet in the house. Other than that, once you load your cartridge, there is this particular unit that we carry. There's a specific method to attach it onto the, I don't know if you want to record up top, but pretty much you want to have the bag hanging at about 6 inches or more above the actual device. And then there's a section of it that has a stretchy bit of it, that's silicone. And then there's a tab right here. And then on the underside, there's a cutout where the metal cam would sink into there. So what you want to do with this one, the tab faces up, you insert it from here, and you insert it that way. You stretch the silicone hose around this wheel, like that, and then you'll settle it into this other groove right here, like that. And then the cap would close down like that. And then the other end, of course, there is a sheath right here. There is a reduced end right here. You can twist that off and also have this piece. So depending on the setup for the patient, it's different for every patient. Some people have it in the abdomen. Some people have it through an NG tube. It's dependent on the scenario. So let's just keep that covered. So you attach that to the patient somehow. And then we have a power button. You press and hold that to start it. Might take a minute. So it's gonna show a little kangaroo hopping across, and then there's gonna be some numbers on there. Normally we print out a packet that looks like that, and then there's also instructions in multi-languages that we give them on how to set it. The main items that we need is the total volume to be delivered, VTVD, also an hourly rate, how many milliliters per hour, and then we also want to know the quantity that they like to have it in per like 12-hour session or 24-hour session, whatever it is. So now, I know it's kind of hard to see. There's a couple of buttons on the left side, but there's little writing right there that tells you what it's going to do. So one says prime the pump, one says adjust the feed. If you press that, adjust the feed, then it'll say feed rate or volume to be delivered feed. So if you want to adjust the feed rate, you click on the arrow next to it, like that, and then you'll see the ones place, the tens and the hundreds. So that's in milliliters. So if you want to adjust the ones place, you press the arrow that corresponds, it'll go like to the right and then up. So you can go 1 all the way to 9, and then it goes back to 0. And then the tens place, let's make it another 0, like that. And then the hundreds place, let's make that 800. Oh, actually, that only goes, oh, maximum 400, I'm sorry, because it's per hour. So maximum 400 on that one. And then once you're happy with that, you click enter, like that. And the total volume, you can also set that, and that's up to 3,000 milliliters max. So these bags are only 1,000 anyways, so you're gonna run out before you even have to, you're gonna run out of the formula and you're gonna have to add more. So these are, I believe, about a 12-hour bag, as bacteria will start to grow over time. So we give a bunch of these. Usually it's a box of 30, and then when you guys are down to your last like dozen or something like that, you just give us a call. We'll mail out some more. So the important thing with this is that when you do add formula into this, you want to pour it in there. Of course, they're already pre-measured by the can. And then you want to squeeze out as much of the air as possible, like that, and then recap it and hang it. And then along with getting as much air out of that as possible, you'll press the prime button, and what that does, it'll run the black wheel there and get the formula all the way down the tube, all as close to the end as possible. So there's a manual version where you press and hold it to get it as close to the end, or the auto prime where it just does it on its own and it kind of detects where the end is, but it still leaves a little bit of a gap sometimes, so you're going to get some air into the patient, so that's not what you want. But other than that, once it's all set to your desired prescription, all you have to do is press the run button and it'll start doing it. So there's, see right here on the bottom, second to the bottom menu right there, you press run, it'll start running, and then it'll stop at the desired number of the feed rate. Okay, that's all that is. Very, very simple. Once it's set, all you got to do is power it on, power it off, add formula, or change the bags. That's it. Secondly, do you guys have any questions with that?
Does it stop automatically when?
Yes.
When it's out, yes.
Great. What was your question?
Question from team. You provide the bags. Do you provide the syringes for water flushes as well?
Yes.
I don't know if you heard him. He said yes, they do.
This is the measuring container right here. There's little tick marks that shows how many milliliters per container. There's a syringe right here, and there's also a little small adapter that it's reduced down to this size in here. So if you guys need these for water flushes, we have these as well.
Okay.
So far, I
Do
haven't
they
seen anyone order
automatically
those,
come
but
with
Hold on. I got one more question. Go ahead.
No, it's the same question. Do they automatically come when we order the pump, or
So-
does it? We have to put it in the comment.
probably put in the comments because I've never seen that go out. It should really go out with it. But yeah, so that great question. Anything else? Yeah.
And
Do you guys also do
I'm sorry.
the ISO
Shh.
source
Hang on.
from there too, or is it somewhere else?
That's probably somewhere
or
else. I don't think
all
we
of the
stopped that.
formulas. You don't do the formulas.
No,
like
we don't do
sometimes
formula
they
at all.
don't.
We don't stop that. No.
Okay, Rebecca, what was your question?
oh shoot. On the DME track, it doesn't have it listed as a Kangaroo Pump. There's a different kind of pump. If I order that, will I get the Kangaroo Pump, or
We
do I
only
need to
carry
specifically ask for the Kangaroo Pump?
Kangaroo with our company right now. We don't have any other brands.
Okay,
really.
score.
Yeah. So
Okay, so if I order the feeding pump, it'll automatically come as a Kangaroo Pump.
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
this precise unit for the most part. There's other vendors, obviously, but other brands, but we just carry this one. So again, just getting us the feed rate, the total volume to be delivered, and then just how many, the quantity, and then adding in the notes that you need the irrigation flush set up to go along with it. So that's really all you need, and then we can usually check our inventory within a day or two and try to give us 24 hours at least, because it is very particular. So that way, if we don't have it in stock in this location, we can transfer it from our other branches. So we have our Bay Area and our Modesto branch that we can pull from, but it takes time to transfer. Yeah.
Do you also carry the bags that are dual, that have the water
No,
and
no, we don't.
so just that?
Yeah, because this one does not have that feature where you can draw from two different, because I know you're talking about one's water, one's formula.
Yeah.
So this is just formula, and
It
then
has to flush on their
yeah,
own.
yeah. There is a feature on here, but you have to switch bags and
Yeah.
switch the tubing
Yeah.
back and forth. That's so that you can hang one water, whenever this, and then you can just program it in, but you'd have to swap it out. Yeah, Yeah, it's not, the other ones are a little bit bigger and it has two
Yeah.
wheels, and
Yeah.
then you can do one and the other, back and forth, or a combination, whatever it is. All right, anything else about this unit?
Sorry, one more question.
Yes.
Yeah, one more question. It automatically comes with the IV stand.
I'm not sure on how it looks like on DME Track, but you should order it along with it.
Order that
That's the
separately.
intake team's side. They are more familiar on how it gets ordered. But yeah, it should come with one, or I mean, you should at least notate that we need one as well.
Better to order and have two than none.
So as far as ordering, because if someone just says, okay, go in the portal and order this, I have to put all the information in a comment for you guys to know. You
Yeah.
need to know the prescription, the amount,
Mhm.
the rate, all that stuff.
Yeah.
IV pull, syringe,
Yeah.
okay.
Wait, why do you guys preset the pump? Is that why?
Well, yeah, we like to know if it's something that the machine can do. So if it's
Okay.
something that the machine is not capable of, we need to vet that prescription first. It's the same thing with any of our other equipment, like our airbows, they only can go so high.
Right,
Hospital settings, it's different
yeah.
because they have liquid O2 coming through the walls, they can go with a higher flow rate. We can't always do that in a home setting, so we need to vet all prescriptions before we send it out. So we have respiratory therapists and things like that that also know more about this equipment, and then they go through all that, say it's good to go, and then they bring it up to our end on the logistics and shoot it out.
You know, I just had a patient on it too for him. We ordered the whole separately and it was easy.
Yeah. It may very well may be listed on a separate item,
It is.
IV poll.
Yeah.
I just don't know how the portal's set up. Anything else about this one?
And then where are we getting feedings from? The feeding formula? Do we order it from the office here?
Typically, it's been something that we had ordered because each patient varied which one they needed.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
It did
just
Amazon.
wondered.
All right, awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on with this and start touching bases about this one. And as the gentleman was asking, there is a male version of this. It's just a different connection at the end. So this is called a Purewick collection unit, and it's for urinary drainage. Very simple unit. Let me take this off. There is a collection jar right here. There's some tick marks. It goes up to 2,000 cc's. There is a hose that goes towards the patient. And then there's a little hose that attaches to the center of the canister right here. That. On the back, there's an on and off button, so you turn it on overnight and you just forget about it. Ideally, you do want to put this lower than the patient because it's a very slow or low vacuum, so it sucks a little bit and it drains downwards. So it does suck, but it doesn't suck as hard as like a oral one per se. So I believe it's like 90 millimeters of mercury of suction, and this one starts at 100, and that's oral, so it's very faint suction. I'll go ahead and turn it on, and it just hums like that. I brought the female connection here. This is a sponge catheter. There's a little diagram on how it gets placed on the patient up front. Also a 12-hour catheter, again to prevent any bacteria growth. It's good to change this every 8 to 12 hours. So depending on how much they soil themselves and so on. The male version, I'm not sure if it's on the portal just yet, but there is kind of like a pouch, so to speak, and you know it goes in there. It tapes on the pelvic bone or pubic bone, and then it drains into this. Same thing. So pretty much you turn it on, set it, forget it, and that's kind of all it does. And then you normally we dispense a little privacy guard. It's a piece of paper that just covers so people don't see what's in there. For whatever reason, it didn't come in this kit, but normally we send it out. That's really all it is, just urinary drainage. And once you're needing to dump it, there's a little tab on the side. And usually caregivers can just go pop it off, pour it into the toilet and flush it. And then you can rinse it out if you'd like to.
So you only send one?
We send
container?
just one, yeah.
Okay, and you just rinse it and put it back?
Yeah. If you need another one, if for whatever reason it drops, cracks, or whatever, you just notify us and we'll be happy to drop one off. Okay, questions about this?
How often do you change the tubing?
This tubing right here, so far, we just sent out the one. It's up to you guys on if you think it's getting kind of crusty, but it is a really big diameter, and I don't think there's gonna be a lot of like, build up in there, cause it's pretty big. But it's up to you guys. If you think it's getting pretty gnarly, just give us a holler.
Soak in water.
Yeah, rinse it out. Other than that, yeah, it's very straightforward, very simple. It's just another form of suction, but just for urinary, that's it. Okay. Yes.
For males, will they need to be shaved? Is it like a sticky?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably best to shave so that way it adheres, so that way it doesn't fall off. It's like you peel this strip and then it folds on top of that area, and then your penis would insert into
Do you
the
have a
back.
picture of that? I've never seen that. We do condom catheters. I don't do a
You know
male.
what, I don't think
Purewick, I didn't even know they had
Yeah,
it.
so it's like there's a.
Did you?
I can send you a picture, or
I'm
if you
just,
want to
like,
Google it, it does
curious.
exist. Yeah.
I'm all
It's
wet.
I think
I
it's
just use a
what
condom
B&D,
catheter.
or I forgot the
Yeah.
the brand. Yeah.
That's weird.
But yeah, if you go to B&D, they
Crazy.
have a picture online. So I'm gonna turn it over to my supervisor Alfred here. He's gonna go over oral suction. You guys probably already seen this in the field,
Oh.
Yeah. That's what it looks
That's
like.
like
and he's
very
gonna demonstrate via these Yankauer ones, these bulb tip ones, and it's vented.
Yes, it is.
We do have other kinds of suction. So there's gastric suctioning, thoracic suctioning. This is oral. So when you do order it, sometimes it says GOMCO on the portal. So if you put GOMCO, we're thinking gastric decompression suctioning. So the one that goes into the nose down into
Or the G-tube.
yeah, G-tube. Yeah. So just identify if it's oral or gastric. Sorry, this is beeping.
So they're not interchangeable then,
You shouldn't be using this
Okay.
for gastric. This is very strong
and
suctioning.
you can't turn it down.
You
it
can
starts
turn
at
it down,
100
but
and that's too much,
the gastric suctioning, it's 90 mmHg, and then there's a 120. This one starts at 100 and it goes all the way to 700. You're gonna
Well,
suck their stomach out. Okay, you're not
Even
gonna
if
do
you
that.
had it at 100.
Yeah, you don't.
I
Yeah,
understand.
it's already kind of up at the upper limits of what
Okay.
a gastric suctioning would do. So this is just oral only. Just identify oral or gastric,
Okay,
because it might just show up under GOMCO. So.
yeah, I was gonna say, I bet you it only shows up
Because
one way.
yeah, the GOMCO,
Okay.
it's like a brand. It's a vendor, a
Right.
manufacturer.
Okay.
So for this one, for sectioning, it's only continuous, or you can do?
This is continuous, so
In
I'll
other
let
words,
him.
it
I'll
like-
let him go over this.
Because you need intermittent.
Yeah, this section right here, there's on and off switch.
Well, it's just oral, so it's just gonna be used to suck and
Real
just
quick,
stop.
This knob right here is gonna allow you to
So
adjust the
not that
suction
for
power.
decompressing.
No,
That's
This
what he
is
was just saying.
for oral suction. With this being said, the farther this out is gonna give you the least amount of suction. Once you turn it in, that will increase the amount of suction that you have. It's recommended to always start out low and increase as needed. If you, I apologize, I'm new.
No apologize.
Alright, with that being said, once we have this hooked up and it is attached to one of these suction wands right here, the most important thing is that we're paying attention about this vent. If we turn it on and we try to use it without the vent being covered, nothing happens. The moment we cover it, it'll start removing liquid.
You know what I've noticed about your guys' oral suction machines, there's been like a lot of them, is that the little, whatever the heck, ticker thing on the gauge never works. So I don't even know what section it's at.
Interesting.
Literally every one I've had probably.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
So
for
I'm just
bringing that to
letting
my
you know, you
attention.
know what I mean?
It just kinda does nothing, it just
It
stays
just
on.
sits there.
Yeah, and you just like
And you're
feel
like,
it.
well, it's suctioning, so I guess it's working,
just put a
but
little
the
bit.
little,
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
well,
to
you
kind
have
of do it by feel.
Appreciate that information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
So,
go through my inventory.
Yeah.
But with that being said, once we remove some type of liquid, food material, foreign material, we are going to remove this 3/16 tube. This section tube, we will take out the collection canister. We can empty that out anywhere you feel necessary. And I recommend usually for the family to microwave like a cup of water and suck up the hot water to clear out the tubing. It's also a good idea to have a little bit of soapy water here at the bottom, so if any sticky material gets suctioned in there, it's easier to get it out. I also recommend that if the family's having trouble getting any foreign material from the oral cavity, to use a sponge on a stick with some lukewarm water and kind of swab the mouth, and it'll make it a little bit easier to remove any foreign material. Any questions?
And cleaning, you know, warm soapy water. Like you said, having a little bit of water in there helps just not have it stick. But then if it gets a buildup of odor and all that stuff, bacteria growth, you can use a little bit of white vinegar to keep bacteria down.
So you only give one of those canisters when you supply?
One canister and 2 of these ones. Again, if it cracks or whatever, just give us a holler. We run 24/7 and 7 days a week. Other than that, I mean, the bacteria filter is good for about a month.
Okay.
And we
It
can
all
also,
comes apart though, you can wash it with
Yeah.
soap and water and
Yeah.
stuff.
but I think that's pretty much it. You don't want to put that all the way back into the throat or anything. It can induce vomiting, so you don't want to do that. So just the mouth region, usually into the cheek, same deal. Any other questions?
Fun stuff.
All right, cool beans.
Rebecca, you got any questions?
Not right now. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Do we know if we're gonna have any of these canisters at our disposal or no? In our supply room or no? Just wondering.
Okay. Rebecca, we got a question that asked if we were going to keep any canisters on hand.
If they are able to supply it, I'm thinking we want to get as much as we can through DME Track because we know that it's going to be it's going to work with the equipment they have.
Yeah, if you
I don't know pricing or anything like that, but I know when we've tried to buy Kangaroo supplies separately, it's pretty pricey.
Okay. He was saying that it might be beneficial to have some on hand just in case.
Can we get that through them, or is that something that we need to
Rebecca
buy
had a question.
separately?
She wanted to know if we could get like some spare cans to keep on hand here from you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. That should
Yes,
be fine.
absolutely.
Okay, I'll
If you
take
want to
a
just
little
order
of
a
everything.
handful or whatever,
Sign me up.
you can do that.
She said, sign me up.
Okay, awesome. And otherwise, we're down the street. We're over here on North Freeway Boulevard. We're not far from this office. And you know, we see you guys out in the field all the time. I want to say we appreciate you guys and your patience. Sometimes you can't always get equipment the fastest, and we definitely try our best to beat the other guys. So just bear with us. Give us as much information as you can on the portal, the notes, and all that, and we'll be happy to make it happen. We are known to pull it out of our, make it happen for you guys. So just let us know, and we'll be happy to continue the relationship.
Thank you.
And also, I'd like to add, I would love to leave my phone number. I am the supervisor here in Sacramento. If you encounter any issues, questions, concerns, or you're just not getting the answer that you
Alfred.
need.
Hi, Alfred, Melissa, I just saw that.
Yeah, so just give me a call, and to the best of my ability, I should be able to resolve your issues.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you guys.
You might regret that statement later.
Melissa, why is she calling?
Yeah, I've called him like every day for like last week, almost every day.